right, Stuttering John Melendez put out a show yesterday that is one of the most clippable shows I've ever seen in my life.
That's saying a lot.
It is saying a lot, and I'm going to get into all of that. Let me put his face back up on the screen because that makes it more fun. But first, we have some new song parodies to get into.
Right.
Starting with Adam Thoreau wrote in just today and said, I haven't seen a Cringe of the Week in a while, Carl, so I put this together for you. This is the Cardiff Electric theme for Stuttering John's show.
Stuttering John podcast, the most famous podcast in the world today. He's got great guests on his show, like,
Pretty good gag.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And then this one came in from Tony Muskrat, and this is phenomenal. Dabbler Days from Tony Muskrat.
Sunday, Monday, drinking beer. Tuesday, Wednesday, drinking beer. Thursday, Friday, drink more beer. The weekend's here. My son's a queer. Deny that I'm a substitute.
Stud Joe's a slob.
He's a drunken fool. His dick won't get hard.
John's a buffoon.
Cockroaches lay their eggs in his food. Time to podcast and tease big names. When they cancel, get Tony and Gabe. They have no skills or functional brains, but they believe everything I say.
For a double cheese.
No condiments on Tony's plate.
John needs to force himself to eat.
I'm sure Coors Light has calories.
Here's a story about a Jew's success. He grew up with blacks. His mind was a mess. Who would have thought he'd be king of radio? Oh, a little Jew boy thought he was a coon. Thought he was a coon.
That's Stuttering John.
Drunk loser pretending that he's woke.
Disappointing his mom.
Did you hear Jackie Martling had a stroke?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that's great.
That was fantastic. Let's catch up on the latest from Stuttering John. He's very proud of himself because he's not a handyman, as he'll tell you, but he did some amazing things in his townhouse.
You know, I've never been a, how would you say, handyman. I am.
What are you good at?
He's good at finishing the sandwich in his mouth.
That's about, yeah, sometimes.
The worst at, I can never build a house or
live
do
in
anything
one.
like that.
I can never build a
just never
house.
learned, even
You know,
though
we
my
can tell because you live in a
house
shitty
or-
apartment in Canoga Park. That's how I can tell.
Do anything like that because I just never learned. Even though my father was an architect and engineer and built tons of stuff at our house.
Oh, so you have no excuse whatsoever. Okay. That's good to know.
When I was growing up, but I just never had it. I remember once, I don't know if my mother will remember this. I said to her, "Hey, Ma, I want to go to Bosie's maybe because, so I could learn car mechanics. I could learn a trade." She's like, "No, you're not. You're going to college." I go, "All right." But it was the right decision, of course. So my toilet was clogged, and normally a liquid plumber would take care of that,
Okay.
So I got 2 liquid plumbers.
There must have been some turd
And
in his toilet. I hate when people say a word a little bit quirky and think that's comedy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Plumber would take care of that, So I got 2 liquid plumbers.
Humble
And
brag.
I used them. Now, granted, not to get gross, but let's just say that I don't wipe that much. I don't use that much toilet paper.
Why did he just say he doesn't wipe his ass after shitting?
Why did he say that wasn't going to be gross?
Not to be gross, but I barely wipe my ass after I shit. What is wrong with him?
I'm speechless.
And because I don't get the roids anymore, which is awesome. I also don't push. Sorry, TMI.
He doesn't wipe his ass because he doesn't get the roids anymore. That's not why you wipe your ass, John. It's not to get the blood.
Where is he going with this?
Oh, you're going to love this. Where is he going with this? It's a great question. This is how he started his show. Before roll call, even. Immediately. I'm no handyman, but I shit up my toilet so hard that it would
I just want to address this because everyone wants to know. How much toilet paper do you use, John?
If I could afford toilet paper, maybe I would use it. What am I, a millionaire? Oh my God, he actually addresses that later on. But all right, here we go.
So, thankfully, we have 3 friends at the pub that are plumbers.
Oh, good. Okay, up. Chug that water. Wow, he sure is thirsty.
All unavailable.
Then why are you thankful for that? Thankfully, I have friends who are plumbers. None of them are around. What are you thankful for then, you idiot?
Why are you telling us this?
The way he drinks water is so unnatural. That bottle you just saw, you just opened.
Yeah.
This is noon on a Tuesday. I don't know why he's so thirsty. I mean, I do. And he's going to finish that bottle before we get through all these clips. So keep that in mind as we go through this. People who are listening, the dead air you hear is John chugging his water very unnaturally, not how people normally drink water.
Then I waited on hold with some plumbing company. And I said, you know what? Michelle, I tried the dish soap thing. I couldn't put any hot water because it was full.
Some people are giving him suggestions in the chat. Michelle, I tried the dish soap thing. So he's just pouring dish soap into the bowl that's overflowing. Now there's soap's just in my fucking bathroom. Damn it.
The trolls got me again.
We're 2 minutes into the show at this point. He's turned on the camera and said hello. Less than 2 minutes in, and he's that thirsty. Can you drink your water before the show starts, John?
Can you finish your sandwich before the show starts? Some salty ass bologna.
All right. Let's see how proud of himself he is for clogging up his toilet. And by the way, if you do clog up your toilet, too much toilet paper is not like the worst way to do that. The worst way to do this is have the shit so fucking massive that it won't go down. You know what I mean? That was the wrong angle to take. And let me just tell you, it's not because I was wiping my ass. Gross.
I went on YouTube. I looked. I saw what to do. Went to Home Depot. Got myself an angular snake. 3 foot.
Angler for fishing.
And I unclogged my own toilet. Thank you very much. Thank you. Applause. That's right. Did it all on my own. I'm very proud of myself.
You shouldn't be. You snaked your toilet? You had to watch a YouTube video to know to shove a snake in the fucking toilet? To get a clog out?
He's like, whoa, slow down.
Slow down. How do you do this?
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine leading off your show, a show that people are clipping and putting all over Reddit? You want to sue Reddit over it. You got this asshole in Rochester. You want to take over his house. And the way you start your show is patting yourself on the back for watching it. After he'd asked 3 of his buddies from the pub, shocking that his friends are plumbers who are day drunks as well. After he asked 3 of his friends from the pub, then he calls a plumbing company. And then he goes, wait a second. I'm able to figure this out from YouTube. Watches the YouTube video. They're like, yeah, just you go buy a snake and you just shove it in there.
I wish that was the video. Some guy like,
yeah, like really?
Can't believe we have to do this, but yeah, snake.
He's such an idiot.
He wonders why people think he's detestable.
I know. He literally doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Why am I'm a D-list celebrity? Why are you making fun of me? Because, Jen, no one else was on the internet and talks about how stupid they are.
Imagine the phone call to his friends from the pub. Like, hey, I got this disgusting thing for you to do on your day off.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have money, but
Hey, remember last night the fish and chips I was eating at Scotland Yard? Remember how I had like 3 orders of them? Well, guess where they are now?
guess where they're swimming now.
Jesus, John. This is not impressive. This is not an impressive feat to snake out a toilet. But
Yes.
he doesn't stop embarrassing himself there. He goes on to talk about the money he saved by not having one of his friends come over and snake it for him.
And I saved the $99 from the Smell Good plumber, Mike Diamond. There's a free plug for you, Mike.
So Mike Diamond was going to come over for $99? That is very inexpensive to have a plumber come over to your house.
Yeah.
I would just let him do it, just so I'd have to go to Home Depot and.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, I'll be at the pub.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, you do that. I'm going to go get day drunk and meet me there when you're done. And then he says shit like, people think I can't afford to sue people. It's like, well, yeah, this is why, John. When you brag about saving $99, you're the most world famous person I know who brags about saving $99 by doing your own plumbing work.
Yeah.
So stupid. All right, so now he gets into, I thought it used to be Super Chat Saturdays because there's alliteration there. Well, now it's Super Chat Tuesday for some reason, which I don't know how that makes sense, but he's excited about it.
On this Super Chat Tuesday. Look, I don't want to guilt anybody into having to donate. I understand hard financial times.
Chug, chug, chug. Look at him. He's chugging it.
So I'm not going to tell you how hard I work each day and all of that. I'm not going to tell you the amount of effort that goes into giving you good guests all the time. And I'm not going to look, you don't have to donate if you don't have the money. If you got a few bucks, 20s, 50s, 100s, feel free to donate.
So he's being a little smug there.
Yeah, I think he's being cute.
He thinks he's being cute. And he's saying, it takes a lot for me to put this show on and get the guests. And, if you don't have the money, but, if you do, that'd be great. And then immediately after that announces who his guests are.
Yeah. Army Major will be on today along with comedian, voice of Taco Bell's Chihuahua, Yo Quiero Taco Bell, Carlos Alazraqui.
All right. So he has Richard Ojeda or Richard Ojeda. Someone was calling me out. I always pronounce it Richard Ojeda, but then Richard calls himself Richard Ojeda. So I think that's how it's pronounced, but whatever. I don't care. Doesn't make a difference to me. And then he says, we also have Carlos Alazraqui, and he says he's the voice of the Chihuahua from Taco Bell. Mm-hmm. That's no longer a thing.
Yeah, 20 years ago?
20 years ago, 15.
Yeah.
This guy was on Reno 911. He was Deputy James Garcia. He's the voice of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. He has better credits than being the Chihuahua from Taco Bell, John. That's the only thing he knows, though. That's what he latches onto.
That was the connection for him.
Yeah, I'm sure Tony Michaels is very excited about that, as long as he can get it, minus lettuce.
Yeah.
That's too spicy for him. Okay. All right. So this is John talking about, John is a very thirsty boy. So someone writes in and says, Glenn Thompson voted against the same-sex marriage bill and then went to his son's gay wedding. And of course, John has a comment about that.
Could somebody explain that to me? Thank you, Joni. So you have a gay son?
Now, first off, let me say this. All right, for the record, I support gay people so much, I don't think they should have to suffer through marriage at all. I literally know dozens of people who have been fucked by marriage.
Yeah, your concern is tough.
Producer Chris has never been married. He's a very happy-go-lucky
Yeah, look
guy.
how happy I am.
Yeah, he's doing very well for himself. You've been very right to do that, by the way. It's smart. So John goes out there and he goes, can somebody explain to me how this Republican senator would vote against this, or maybe he's a congressman, would vote against this bill, and his son is gay and he's getting married? Well, it's because you're supposed to vote the way your constituents who got you elected want you to vote, John. It's not a democracy. I know, this is crazy. We don't live in a democracy. It's a democratic republic. And so you're supposed to vote the way that the people who voted you in would want you to vote. I'm sorry to have to explain that to a guy who runs a political show. And again, I don't agree with voting against that, but that's John just being an idiot as usual. All right. What else is going on?
Check that out. Admiral Sulu, listen, I get that you're a troll. And If you want to listen to some loser who the only reason that he makes money is because of me, because I'm searched over 7 million times, and he knows that I'm searched on Google and YouTube so many times, and he is not.
This
so
guy-
he uses.
John is such a fucking idiot. So he's talking about me, of course. And he's saying that we make fun of him because he searched 7 million times on Google and YouTube. How is that even possible? John's videos get hundreds of views when he puts them out. But he's getting searched 7 million times? Do the search engines not work?
Yeah,
What
right.
do you mean? How do you think that works, John? How does the math work out for that? You're an algebra teacher.
Yeah.
7 million divided by X equals
Boom.
100 views.
Yeah.
Solve for X.
Solve for
You moron. All right, let's back this up because he says some bullshit here.
Searched over 7 million times, and he knows that I'm searched on Google and YouTube so many times, and he is not. So he uses me to gain fame. But my condo, not townhouse, is up for sale, but I'm in no rush. My son has 2 more years of high school. So, he says I'm moving to Florida. I don't know. When I move, where I move, could be Florida, could be Alabama, could be Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, or maybe back to New York. I don't know. I have no idea.
Of course you have no idea. You never have a plan, John. Of course you have no idea. I actually believe that to be true. I think he has no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a fucking clue what he's going to do. Yeah. But what he just proved right there is the point that I was making before, is that he's cash poor. Because he's not leaving LA. He has to sell his condo to get cash, which, by the way, he picked the wrong fucking time. If he would have gone 6 months earlier, it would have been a lot more money. But now he's selling his condo because he's an idiot. And he proved it because he's like, I'm going to be here 2 more years, but I'm selling my condo. Well, then why? Because you need money. Obviously. That's the only reason why. And if he throws Alabama in there, I'm sure that's a Shuley thing. He's got to throw that out there.
I was wondering about that.
He's not moving to Alabama. He's not moving to any of those fucking places. We should do a contest. We should do a contest on the show. Where is John going to move?
I think he was just listing all the states he could name.
Yeah, all the ones that you think of. North Carolina,
I
South
think that's
Carolina,
all of them.
West Carolina. Fucking dummy. North Michigan. I don't know where I'm going to go.
Yeah, of course you don't.
John is so stupid. He says we make fun of him on our show because he's searched so often on YouTube and Google. And we're not famous, but he is. So we do that to get fame, is what he thinks that we're doing. It's never been my mission to be famous. That's not what we're trying to do at the show. We're trying to make a living from it, and mission accomplished.
If it were, I'm sure you wouldn't measure fame by the number of searches.
No, that's definitely not the right way to do it, because when people put in there stuttering retard John, that's not impressive. That's not something that I'd be proud of telling my mom about.
Yeah, is that part of the 7 million?
So stupid. I love that he believes everything his friends tell him, though. It's so funny. This is why they make fun of you, Johnny, because you're searched so often. If that were true, Adam Goldstein would be popular. Just kidding, Adam. You're a good guy. I'm just fucking around. Oh, you'll never believe this. Stuttering John doesn't get like blackout drunk in bars or anything like that.
I can't even find my freaking credit card. Well, one of them. Been looking all over for it this morning. I don't know where the hell I left it.
Well, either Pickwick or Scotland Yard. Where do you think you left
One
it?
or the other.
Yeah.
And stop cleaning the food out of your fucking mouth with your
know.
tongue.
I love when he says things that I'm sure he regrets immediately. I don't even know where my credit card is. Well, yeah, that's what alcoholics do. They forget their credit card at the pub because they leave.
Yeah, he goes, well, one of them.
Yeah,
'Cause
I know.
I have more than one.
Yeah, that was another tell right there.
my
I don't know
Players Club.
where my credit card is. And he goes, well, one of them. What a fucking asshole.
Discover.
Now, what I like about John is that when he watches the news, he understands it on a deeper level than most people, because John hosts a political show and he talks to Congress people other government officials, other political pundits. So he knows about these things and really has a grasp of the stories that they're covering.
By the way, if you haven't watched 60 Minutes, that girl that, told the FBI about Trump and what he was doing and whatever, she's been in jail because she told the truth. It's just alarming. You should check it out. I can't remember the whole story.
I was watching this thing on 60 Minutes. They said that Trump's an asshole. You should watch it. I don't know exactly what it was or what it was about or what happened.
The girl.
There's a girl and Trump sucks. Watch it. You'll learn all about it. All right. And then someone who's watching John's show, and John has his show set up now. You can only comment if you subscribe and pay him money. So regular people can't go on there and chat while he's doing his show. So this is someone, because he's reading the chats that are coming in. So this is someone who's actually paying him who says this.
Why'd you block me on Twitter? I didn't make fun of you that much. Yeah. Well, I only block people if they're being, over the top disparaging.
Not true. He blocked me, and I've never tweeted about him once. He's blocked other co-hosts from this show after they co-hosted the show. I think it was Doug from Good Times, Great Movies, who's like, oh my God, he fucking blocked me. Doug's not on there trashing him on Twitter. He doesn't give a shit. John blocks everybody. We all know this. What we don't know is whether or not John's going to continue his stand-up career, because he announced he's retiring. But you got to think, once a comic, always a comic.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say he's working out new material.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I think he's geared up for a comeback here.
And for a 3-hour tour, did Mrs. Howell bring a lot of different outfits.
Blew the lid off that one. Holy shit.
You're telling me the professor can make a coconut into a radio, but can't fix a hole in a boat?
Oh, John 3.0.
It's Gilligan's Island material.
Yeah.
Really crushes it. That's a pretty hard hitting.
That'll
shit.
resonate with the kids these days. Holy shit.
When he gets in with his Kardashian material, he can go right into that.
And his Clinton impression.
What a fucking idiot. So now he's trying to buy time, and Richard Ojeda is late. So he's like, oh shit, what's going on here?
The Army Major's not here, which usually means he fucked up the time or his internet's not working. My mom is here.
Yeah. I love that it's like his fault.
Yeah. He doesn't even know yet.
Yeah. Oh, Richard Ojeda's not here, which means he's an asshole.
Yeah.
It can't possibly be something I said, even though all the time people are like, no, John, you told me this time. You told me that day. I've seen him on Twitter going, hey, I'll see you on the show today. Like, John, you told me Tuesday. Oh, yeah. But if you can come on today, that's cool too. John's always fucking this up. He's not good at booking guests.
No, or anything else.
That's why it didn't work out in Stephanie Miller. I know he wants to sue me over saying that, but it didn't work out with Stephanie Miller. Whether he quit or whatever happened, he wasn't good at doing any of this stuff. He's not good at it. And so he's on there going, Richard Ojeda, the only guy who'll come on his show regularly anymore.
Yeah.
And he's going, he's fucking late. What an asshole. His internet sucks. He doesn't have time zones.
I'll bet he can't even unplug a toilet.
You have a snake a drain? Yeah, I have. Oh. Why don't you brag about it on your show, then? I've never heard you brag about that. It sounds pretty impressive.
Good point.
All right. This is more of John chugging his water. He's finally going to finish up this water bottle that he's been chugging on.
Oh, Jesus.
Kurt, I don't know. First of all, I'm going to stay in California for 2 years.
Go.
Crush it against your forehead.
Who's that thirsty?
After paying the freaking $450 for having my place cleaned.
Is that how it costs? $450? It's less than 1,000 square feet. So
Yeah, exactly.
At least he's got that going for him.
Why do you have to pay to have something that small cleaned? It must have been fucking disgusting.
It must have been disgusting. Even after it was cleaned, and I'm not doxing anyone, I hope, but I saw the photos. After it was cleaned, the carpet still was like shit. It looks terrible. So it wasn't that thorough of a job, or maybe it was just in such bad shape that there was nothing you could do. I don't know.
What could have gone wrong there? I know, John. Okay.
Well, I know. I'm saying that the fact that John's selling his condo and staying in LA only makes sense if he needs money.
Okay.
It's the only reason why it makes sense. But John is going to assure us that he is a millionaire.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed.
I thought he didn't lie.
I thought you were a millionaire. Surprised me. Yeah. So what? I'm a millionaire. So what does that do? I like to make money. I don't like to dip into my stocks.
Oh, he's just not liquid is the problem here. He is a millionaire, producer Chris.
Okay.
He just doesn't like to dip into his stocks. You know how it is.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
He can't afford $99 to get his toilet cleaned out.
Yeah, and he brags about it too. That's so dumb.
And he brags about it, but he's a millionaire.
Right.
Also, as Dick Masterson would point out, the definition of a millionaire is making $1 million a year, not having $1 million in the bank.
Yeah.
It's not the same. You know, having $1 million in the bank is neat, but buy a house in LA and then you're broke. It's how much they cost now. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not that
your
impressive.
lifetime income doesn't count.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. It's like in The Simpsons when they figure out how much the teacher makes. It's like $50,000 a year. Or maybe it's Principal Skinner.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, well, he's been working for 20 years. He has $1 million. You know, well, yeah, that's not how that works. All right. This is the funniest thing John's ever said on his show, and that's saying something.
You add alcohol to people, man. It gets ugly.
Yeah, it does.
Should we play that again now that you know what he just said?
Yeah.
You add alcohol to people, man. It gets ugly.
It surely sure does, John. It surely sure does. Thanks, John. Never change.
Yeah.
You're the best. We love you.
That is the most hydrated man.
Wow, he was obviously dehydrated when the show started. So
What happened to his Coors theory?
he's doing better now.
Okay.
Hi, Vic.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So we reposted Vic's cell number to our Patreon to remind people that Vic likes attention.
Doing the Lord's work here.
Any type of attention that you can give her. Please stop sending her your tiny penis pics because then she forwards those to me. And I don't want to see that. So let's not do that anymore, guys. That's not fun. That's not funny at all.
Is it not? I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, you liked that?
Yeah, Carl actually said, I wish mine was this big.
I just wrote back jealous.
Who are